Welcome back to another video. Today I want to talk to you guys a little bit about safety and some things I got going on for the next little while, which includes some tweaks to the car, one of which will be an axle back exhaust. The other, I have to fix my front under tray. I didn't install it properly when I did it, and I didn't get a chance to get back to it. It's not in grave danger, so I wasn't in a huge concern to get back to it. Part of the problem I ran into, though, is I had made these kind of homemade race ramps. It is two 2x6s put together, so it's just under 4 inches of lift, which obviously isn't that much. The safety aspect on them also isn't very high, so it just kind of made me a little bit nervous laying underneath the motor and the transmission, knowing that my vehicle was sitting on, well, this, and it was still so tight underneath that it really made it near impossible as well. So these I picked up from Canadian Tire for 60 bucks. They are pretty ridiculous. They don't actually clear the front splitter, so I'm gonna have to get a 2x4, probably just take these apart and put one in front to get the car up enough to get the splitter over top of this to get it up on it. But once it's up on it, I will have a much more secure, safe platform to work on the vehicle, which is pretty important. You do only get to die once, so I figure if I'm gonna die once, I'll maybe postpone it a little while and maybe live a little bit more. So we're going to jack up the back of the car. I want to go underneath, do a little bit of mouse hunting, and just take a look, see how everything looks. As you can tell, spring is, well, not here, but it's coming. We're going to be above freezing for the next week, which is a first. Last week we were down to about 5 degrees Fahrenheit, and it was pretty nippy. So it's going to be nice to get a little bit of a change of pace. It is very icy, it is very wet and very muddy, so I'm taking my I'm going to roll the dice here on the ice, thinking it's a little safer than the mud, so I don't exactly know how the mud's going to hold the weight of the car, especially when you put it on this intricate little base. I'm hoping the back end of the car, because it is a little bit higher, will clear the ramps a little bit better than the front. Again, I'm not too sure. That's why we're here to figure it out. And then these bad girls, because I'm not going to retire them, they will become a wheel chock. Works good, just jam it in the other end so that it gives you another safety to, again, potentially not kick the bucket too soon. So let's get underneath the car and see how everything looks. Because you guys never asked for it, here's the underneath of the Camaro. A lot of concerns about salt, obviously getting everywhere. You can see there's a little bit of surface rust here and there on little things. The body itself looks fine, all the main structures look fine. It's quite interesting. I've never really been under here, to be honest. Well, it looks like we got something dripping out of the back of the exhaust here that I don't want to coat, but all in all, it actually looks really, really good. And you see that felt piece up there, just in front of, looks like that rear tire part. That looks like where the mouse is probably being a little turd, so I'm going to go check that out, because it does sound like he's scratching that. Now, assuming that that's the resonators in the middle there, AFM valves back here, AV valves back here, and as you can tell, a lot of little surface rust and little things that happen to the cars over time. Quite interesting. These ramps work really fucking good.
really, really well. There's a ton of space under here. And when I do the exhausting, I'll be cutting it probably here-ish. So it'll be really, really easy to get in and out from under here and swap it out. These were a great little investment, and I cannot wait to get all this cleaned up. I'll show you guys again in the spring when it isn't coated in salt. It's amazing all the little things they do. Like here, it's just like one little metal tab to hold the corner of the felt. And then back here, they got these weird little plastic braces, I guess. I didn't realize that any of this was down here until I ripped it apart to put this hitch in. You can tell the hitch is still doing her job. Cannot wait to get this giant suitcase removed and get her ready for race season.
This is Charlie, one of the neighbor cats. He's quite friendly. Just likes to hang out. He's actually here all the time. Just doing his thing. Scared the tar out of me. All I seen was his tail disappear under the car, and I thought it was the mouse I was looking for. But if Charlie checked out underneath the car and he's okay with it, then we probably don't have a mouse. I didn't find anything either. The ramps work incredibly well. The clearance back here is incredible. Once we get that massive suitcase muffler removed, it'll be absolutely top notch. So these ramps were $60 versus the 500 Canadian, I think the race ramps are running. Absolute top notch. So let's get the car pulled off the lift. Make sure Charlie is out of harm's way.